Hey, what's going on, guys? Alicia here. So, just wanted to do a video more at the beginning. As you guys know, if you've been watching the last about 3 or 4 videos, I've actually decided on the niche that I'm going to be working on to develop a channel and a brand. So, the way I'm working on doing it, I'm actually going to be building up the content and getting comfortable on camera. One of the biggest things for me is the getting comfortable on camera and actually talking about the topic that I feel passionate about. That was one thing when I started my digital agency, was that, I was working on the digital agency, but it was almost like I wasn't getting the traction that I needed. The main reason why I wasn't getting the traction was because I didn't have proof. Now, I did get into more like website design, but that kind of fizzled out as well, because a lot of people that are business owners or managers, I just wasn't really connecting with the right type of people, essentially. So, a lot of the strategies that I learned, I did get a lot of traffic and things to my website, but it was like I didn't really resonate with the people that were wanting to work with me. A few of them I did work with, but the relationship ended sour, and so at that point I ended up taking a break from the digital marketing world, because I wanted to really find what I wanted to promote and market. And it was almost like when you have a degree but you can't exactly find the job, right? So it was similar to that. And so this year, which is 2020, January 2020, we're in the beginning of the new year. I went ahead and decided to move forward with a project that I've been kind of working on at the last part of 2019, getting it together, figuring out, the audience and their pain points. That's one major thing you want to do, especially when you're doing your preparation for your content and for your ads and things like that. So let's kind of get into the video. I just wanted to show what my dashboard looks like at the beginning. So as we can see here, it's showing us between December 24th and January 20th. So we are in the beginning of the year. So this is just an overview, and so these are the analytics here. So far I've had 114 views recently, and watch time hours. One thing about watch time hours, so once your channel gets roughly I believe it's about 20 or so watch time hours, you can actually link your AdSense account. And how the AdSense account works is there will be ads that play either before your video or around like the middle of your video and things like that. I'm sure you've noticed, Google does advertise a paid version type of membership that you can get, and it actually removes the ads. Now, a lot of people do not pay for the membership, so you can actually take advantage of that and get ad revenue, which would basically be passive income after a while. So after you have videos that are getting views and things like that, you would actually be able to create some passive income. And so I just wanted to just take a look here and see. It's nice because it gives you like a breakdown of the top videos in this period, which would be between December 24th and January 20th. A lot of my water fasting videos actually were pretty popular. I more than likely will do some more content around that because I am continuously just really improving on my health, and like water fasting is one thing that helps, and also the topic of PCOS as well. But I also have to look at the duration. So the average view duration is the estimated average minutes watched per video for the selected content, date range, region, and features. So this is kind of basically letting me know, how far into the video people are watching and things like that. One thing that I said in a last video is that I'm actually going to be changing and honing in more on my video. Now, some of these were, pretty lengthy videos, I will admit. I was a bit long-winded, and that's just all a part of just getting used to being on camera and actually, feeling comfortable really just delivering a message. And so, this is just a learning experience for me and things like that. But I wanted to kind of show you guys where I'm at the moment, and then in about six or so months I'll more than likely do another video similar to this and see, and show the difference. But yeah, there's definitely some improvement, and my theory, because a lot that has to do with digital marketing, there's a lot of like tweaking and playing around with things. Now, the niche that I'm in, it is more in the healthcare side of content. So basically, like, I have to have a nice foundation of content. Like, I have to commit to doing daily content and not and not really not slack on it. Like, it needs to be really on point and things like that. So I'm actually going to be working on getting some other graphics to help the video stand out a little bit more. I'm just kind of playing around with some of the techniques that I've learned, like as far as like doing different not cards, but doing different thumbnails, doing those, and just playing around with it and seeing what people actually are attracted to. I probably will also play with the colors a little bit, change the colors up and things like that. And let's see, let's take a look over here. So it's pretty cool, to see it starting to grow. So, out of 3,400 people over the previous 28 days or so, there were 114 views and 86 of them were unique. So that was basically somebody fresh. It was more just traffic from YouTube. It's not any traffic that I've generated, like from my website or anything like that. So I am building this in steps. I'm first, starting to build the content over here, and kind of more in the background, I'm doing like my personal website on my own server, and then the course website, Kajabi, I'm actually going to be interlacing those together and things like that. So we can see here the traffic sources. So like I said, a lot of it's coming from actual people searching. So which is good. My SEO is doing fairly well in the YouTube search engines. I just have to make it a lot tighter, and I have to, like I said, commit to daily content, because this niche, there are already a plethora of people in kind of the metaphysical and spiritual side of YouTube. And so they have a lot of content. And there's also, I don't know if you guys have heard of it, but there's a thing called ASMR. People do it with food, different types of sounds. It's more of a sound thing, or the way that the Reiki community has been utilizing it is actually doing Reiki ASMR, where it's low voice talking and giving essentially a Reiki session online and stuff like that. I may give that a go after I get the content that I have already planned out uploaded. I probably will switch over to that, because at that time, around that time, about 3 months or so, I'll actually have a Reiki studio to do sessions in, so I would be able to provide that type of content as well. But I want to position myself more as an authority, and not just doing just the ASMR portion of it. And let's see. So yeah, it's pretty interesting. Let's look at some others. So engagement as well. So yeah, so I have 5.8 watch time hours. And this was something that was recently changed, I think within the last year or so, because I believe before you were able to actually just connect your AdWords account, but because of the whole ads crisis that happened a few months back, YouTube changed a lot of what they do with the ads and things like that. So they actually have put a cap on it, so you have to at least have 20 hours of watch time hours in order to even be eligible. So that's that's one challenge for a newer channel. So for those of you that are wanting to use your channel to get passive income from ads, then you'll want to know that you have to get 20 hours of watch time hours. Okay, and then the average duration is 3 minutes roughly. So that's why I was saying, and I laughed at it because I was like, I do make kind of longer videos, and but it's just that the content is really dense. So that's why I'm gonna have to start like breaking it up and making it more of a 10-minute, 5 to 10 minute, just answer one short part of the question and not like elaborate. Okay, so this is all part of like growing and strategizing. You do a few things, and then you measure and check and see what is working and what is not. And then as far as the audience, so my subscribers, I haven't gotten this down packed yet, but there is like I'm sure you've all seen it, especially when you come onto the channel, the person's like greeting you like, hi, this is so and so, if you haven't been to my channel, and the spiel. There's also some graphics. Like I said, I'm going to actually be integrating those into my channel as well to get the graphics together on there, and so that it makes it a lot more professional. So that's the aim. I'm looking for more professional, because the age range of the people that would be attracted to my content, I already know it's going to be people above 30 or so. There may be some younger, but it's going to probably range between 35 to 45 or 50. And so it needs to have a certain look and feel. And so that's what I'm practicing and working on. As we all know, like, your first videos can be the rougher ones because you're still learning. But I'm not gonna make this video super long. I'm gonna go ahead and head out here, and I will check you guys out in 3 months. Peace.